All right, let's try to unpack one of Christianity's biggest and most puzzling ideas, the Trinity.
So, how do we get from one God to three persons? We're going to look right at the texts to see.
First things first, we have to start with the foundation, and the Old Testament is super clear on this.
Right there, that's the core rule. God is singular. There's only one. This is our starting point. But then, the New Testament comes along and adds a twist. We're introduced to Jesus, the Son of God. And this is where it gets really fascinating. Jesus is described as both the Son of God and God in the flesh. Jesus himself says it point blank, he and the Father are one. Now, that's a huge claim.
Plus, he did things that back then only God was supposed to do, like forgiving sins.
Okay, but it doesn't stop there. There's a third person in the mix, the Holy Spirit.
And the Spirit isn't just some vague energy. It's described as an active, personal presence. I mean, it anoints Jesus, speaks to people, and even raises Jesus from the dead. Pretty powerful.
So that's the big question, right? How do these three distinct persons all equal one God?
Well, the texts show them working together like a team with one single unified goal. And that brings us to the core definition. One God, but in three distinct, co-equal persons. So, why does this matter? It suggests God's very nature isn't about being alone, but about relationship. Which leaves us with a pretty big thought. What does it mean that God is, at the core, a relationship?